Question 1. An Agile team recently completed a sprint, but the product owner feels that the delivered increment does not fully align with the highest business value. Which Agile principle is primarily at risk in this scenario? A. Sustainable pace. B. Value-driven delivery. C. Self-organizing teams. D. Technical excellence. Answer: B. Value-driven delivery. Value-driven delivery is a core Agile principle that emphasizes continuously maximizing the business value delivered by the project. If the product owner believes the increment isn't aligning with the highest business value, it indicates a breakdown in prioritizing and delivering features that truly matter to the stakeholders. This principle aims to ensure that the most important work is always tackled first, providing a tangible return on investment early and often. Always focus on delivering demonstrable value to your customer in every iteration to keep them engaged and satisfied. 1, 2, 3. Question 2. During a sprint retrospective, the Agile team identifies that their daily stand-up meetings often run over the allocated time and lose focus. What is the most appropriate action for the team to take? A. Implement a strict timer and designate a facilitator to enforce it. B. Skip daily stand-ups for a few days to see if the problem resolves itself. C. Increase the duration of the daily stand-up to accommodate all discussions. D. Move all detailed discussions to a separate meeting immediately following the stand-up. Answer: D. Move all detailed discussions to a separate meeting immediately following the stand-up. The purpose of a daily stand-up is to quickly synchronize the team and identify impediments, not to solve complex problems or hold detailed discussions. When a stand-up consistently runs over, it signals that deeper conversations are happening. The most agile approach is to identify these detailed discussions and defer them to a separate, focused meeting right after the stand-up, allowing the daily stand-up to remain brief and effective while still addressing important topics. This practice keeps the stand-up efficient and ensures that deeper discussions get the dedicated time they need. Question 3. A large organization is transitioning to Agile methodologies. They are struggling with resistance from middle management who are accustomed to traditional command and control structures. What Agile concept should be emphasized to help overcome this resistance? A. Fixed-price contracts. B. Detailed upfront planning. C. Servant leadership. D. Waterfall methodology integration. Answer: C. Servant leadership. Servant leadership is a key Agile leadership style where the leader's primary role is to serve the team by removing impediments, coaching, and fostering a supportive environment rather than dictating tasks. Middle managers in traditional structures often feel a loss of control, but embracing servant leadership helps them see their new role as enabling the team's success, which ultimately benefits the organization. This shift in mindset from directing to supporting empowers teams and aligns with Agile values. Remember, in Agile, leaders don't just manage tasks, they serve their people. 4. Question 4. An Agile team is consistently delivering working software but finds that they are frequently redoing work due to changing requirements from the customer. What principle of the Agile Manifesto are they struggling to effectively apply? A. Individuals and interactions over processes and tools. B. Working software over comprehensive documentation. C. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. D. Responding to change over following a plan. Answer: C. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. While Agile embraces change, frequent rework due to changing requirements suggests a lack of continuous, deep customer collaboration. The principle of customer collaboration over contract negotiation means actively engaging with the customer throughout the project lifecycle, not just at the beginning or end, to ensure their evolving needs are understood and incorporated incrementally. This ongoing dialogue helps the team build the right product and reduces the need for extensive rework. Make sure you're truly partnering with your customer, not just collecting requirements. 5. Question 5. During iteration planning, the Agile team identifies a high-risk technical dependency that could severely impact their ability to deliver the planned features. What is the best Agile approach to handle this risk? A. Document the risk in a comprehensive risk register and review it monthly. B. Postpone the iteration until the risk is fully mitigated by an external team. C. Create a spike to research and prototype solutions for the dependency. D. Assign the risk to the project manager to resolve independently. Answer: C. Create a spike to research and prototype solutions for the dependency. A spike in Agile is a short, time-boxed investigation or experiment, often used to explore a technical problem, research a solution, or gather necessary information before committing to development work. When a high-risk technical dependency arises, a spike allows the team to quickly gain clarity and determine the best approach to mitigate it, minimizing uncertainty before committing significant resources. This proactive, experimental approach is fundamental to Agile risk management. Don't guess, investigate. Question 6. A Scrum team has just completed their sprint. The product owner reviews the increment and discovers that some acceptance criteria for a key user story have not been met, even though the team marked it as done. What is the most likely reason for this discrepancy? A. The team lacked the necessary technical skills. B. The definition of done was unclear or not consistently applied. C. The product owner changed the acceptance criteria mid-sprint. D. The Scrum Master failed to remove an impediment. Answer: B. The definition of done was unclear or not consistently applied. The definition of done, DoD, is a crucial agreement within a Scrum team that defines the quality standards and criteria that all product backlog items must satisfy before they are considered done. If acceptance criteria for a user story are not met despite being marked complete, it strongly indicates that the team either did not fully understand the DoD or did not adhere to it. A clear and shared DoD ensures everyone understands what done truly means, leading to consistent quality and transparency. Always ensure your definition of done is crystal clear and consistently followed by the entire team. Question 7. An Agile team is continuously improving their processes. They decide to adopt Kanban for managing their workflow. What is the primary benefit Kanban offers in this context? A. It enforces strict time-boxed iterations. B. It explicitly limits work in progress, WIP. C. It requires fixed roles and responsibilities. D. It provides detailed burn-down charts for progress tracking. Answer: B. It explicitly limits work in progress, WIP. A core principle of Kanban is to explicitly limit the amount of work in progress, WIP. This practice helps teams identify bottlenecks, reduce multitasking, improve flow, and ultimately increase efficiency and throughput. By visualizing the workflow and limiting WIP, Kanban helps the team focus on completing items rather than starting new ones, leading to faster delivery and better quality. Limiting WIP isn't just a rule, it's a powerful way to enhance focus and accelerate delivery. 6. Question 8. In an Agile project, frequent changes to requirements are a given. Which planning approach is most suitable for this environment? A. Rolling wave planning. B. Critical path method. C. Earned value management. D. Detailed upfront planning. Answer: A. Rolling wave planning. Rolling wave planning is an adaptive planning technique where the work to be accomplished in the near term is planned in detail, while future work is planned at a higher level. As the project progresses and more information becomes available, the detailed planning for the next phase rolls forward. This approach naturally accommodates frequent changes by allowing plans to evolve and adapt rather than being rigidly defined from the outset. Think of it like navigating a foggy road: you plan the immediate path clearly, but only broadly map out the distant journey, refining as visibility improves. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Question 9. An agile team is struggling with frequent interruptions and requests from various stakeholders, making it difficult to maintain focus on sprint goals. Which agile role is primarily responsible for shielding the development team from external distractions? A. Product owner. B. Project manager. C. Business analyst. D. Scrum Master. Answer: D. Scrum Master. The Scrum Master acts as a servant leader and a facilitator for the Scrum team, with one of their key responsibilities being to protect the development team from external distractions and impediments. They help shield the team from interruptions, allowing them to focus on delivering the sprint increment without being pulled in multiple directions by various stakeholders. By removing these barriers, the Scrum Master enables the team to maintain a consistent pace and maximize productivity. Remember, the Scrum Master clears the path so the team can run freely. Question 10. A key indicator of a healthy Agile team is its ability to adjust its plan based on new information or feedback. Which Agile value best supports this adaptability? A. Processes and tools over individuals and interactions. B. Following a plan over responding to change. C. Comprehensive documentation over working software. D. Responding to change over following a plan. Answer: D. Responding to change over following a plan. The Agile Manifesto emphasizes responding to change over following a plan as a core value. This means that while planning is valuable, an Agile team prioritizes adapting to new information, feedback, or market conditions over rigidly adhering to a predefined plan. This flexibility allows the team to deliver the most relevant and valuable product to the customer as circumstances evolve. Embracing change is a superpower in Agile, enabling you to deliver precisely what's needed, when it's needed. 5:13:14. Question 11. An Agile team is finding it difficult to accurately estimate the effort for upcoming user stories. What is a common Agile estimation technique that encourages collaboration and consensus among team members? A. Expert judgment. B. Analogous estimating. C. Planning poker. D. Three-point estimating. Answer: C. Planning poker. Planning poker is a widely used Agile estimation technique that combines expert opinion, analogy, and disaggregation to create estimates. Team members use numbered cards, often Fibonacci sequence, to estimate story points for user stories, revealing their estimates simultaneously. This fosters collaborative discussion, encourages diverse perspectives, and helps the team reach a collective understanding and more accurate consensus on the effort involved, avoiding the influence of single dominant opinions. When estimating, collaborate and leverage collective wisdom. 6. Question 12. A product backlog contains various items, including new features, bug fixes, and technical debt. Which approach should the product owner use to prioritize these items for development? A. Prioritize all bug fixes first, then new features, then technical debt. B. Prioritize items based on the product owner's personal preference. C. Prioritize items based on the value delivered to the customer and business, considering risks and dependencies. D. Prioritize items based on the ease of implementation for the development team. Answer: C. Prioritize items based on the value delivered to the customer and business, considering risks and dependencies. In Agile, the product owner is responsible for maximizing the value of the product and the work of the development team. This involves prioritizing the product backlog based on a clear understanding of the business value each item delivers to the customer, while also taking into account technical feasibility, dependencies, and associated risks. This ensures that the most impactful features and necessary improvements are addressed first. Always prioritize the backlog by balancing value, risk, and feasibility to ensure the most important work is done. 1, 2, 3. Question 13. An Agile team delivers a new increment to stakeholders for review. During the review, a key stakeholder expresses dissatisfaction with a critical feature, stating it doesn't meet their expectations, despite being built to the documented user story. What process likely failed? A. Iteration planning. B. Daily stand-up. C. Sprint retrospective. D. Continuous stakeholder engagement and feedback. Answer: D. Continuous stakeholder engagement and feedback. While the feature was built to the user story, the stakeholders' dissatisfaction indicates a gap in understanding or evolving needs that was not captured and addressed early enough. Effective Agile projects emphasize continuous stakeholder engagement and feedback throughout the development lifecycle, not just at formal review points. This involves ongoing communication, collaboration, and frequent validation to ensure that the evolving product truly meets stakeholder expectations. Engaging stakeholders continuously helps ensure you're building the right thing. 15, 16, 17, 18. Question 14. An Agile team is experiencing a high rate of defects escaping into production. What Agile practice, focused on preventing issues early, could help address this problem? A. Root cause analysis after release. B. Increased manual testing at the end of the project. C. Test-driven development, TDD. D. Limiting the number of tests performed. Answer: C. Test-driven development, TDD. Test-driven development, TDD, is an Agile practice where developers write automated tests before writing the code. This practice encourages a focus on clear requirements, provides immediate feedback on code changes, and leads to a higher quality codebase with fewer defects. By integrating testing as an integral part of development from the very beginning, TDD acts as a powerful preventative measure against defects. Testing early and often helps prevent problems, not just find them later. 6. Question 15. A new team member joins an established Agile team. To help them quickly understand the team's progress, work in progress, and upcoming tasks, what Agile artifact would be most beneficial to review? A. Project charter. B. Business case. C. Kanban board or Scrum board. D. Organizational process assets. Answer: C. Kanban board or Scrum board. A Kanban board or a Scrum board, often referred to as an Agile board or task board, provides a highly visual and transparent representation of the team's workflow, tasks in progress, completed work, and upcoming items. It's an information radiator that allows anyone, especially new team members, to quickly grasp the current state of the project, who is working on what, and the overall flow of work. These boards are designed for quick comprehension and team synchronization. Want to know what's happening? Look at the board. Question 16. In Agile, what is the primary purpose of timeboxing? A. To enforce rigid deadlines for specific tasks. B. To limit the amount of time spent on an activity, ensuring focus and predictability. C. To determine the exact duration of an entire project. D. To dictate the number of features to be delivered within a release. Answer: B. To limit the amount of time spent on an activity, ensuring focus and predictability. Timeboxing is a fundamental Agile technique where a fixed, maximum unit of time is allocated for an activity or iteration, such as a sprint or a daily stand-up. The goal is to ensure that work is completed within that fixed period, promoting focus, preventing scope creep, and providing predictability for recurring events. If the work isn't finished within the time box, the scope is adjusted, not the time box. Timeboxing keeps things moving and focused. 6.19. Question 17. An Agile team discovers during a sprint that a critical assumption made during planning is incorrect, potentially invalidating a significant portion of the current sprint's work. What should the team do immediately? A. Continue with the sprint as planned, hoping the issue resolves itself. B. Escalate the issue to senior management and await their decision. C. Inform the product owner and discuss the impact and potential adjustments to the sprint backlog. D. Pause all development work until a detailed risk assessment is completed. Answer: C. Inform the product owner and discuss the impact and potential adjustments to the sprint backlog. In Agile, transparency and rapid adaptation are key. When a critical assumption is invalidated, the product owner must be immediately informed as they are responsible for maximizing value and managing the product backlog. The team and product owner should then collaboratively assess the impact, discuss potential solutions, and decide whether to adjust the current sprint backlog or strategy to account for the new information, maintaining agility and preventing wasted effort. When unexpected issues arise, collaborate quickly with the product owner to adapt. Question 18. What is the primary focus of the continuous improvement domain in the PMI ACP exam content outline? A. Ensuring all team members obtain new certifications annually. B. Continuously identifying problems, resolving them, and implementing process improvements. C. Achieving perfection in every product increment. D. Minimizing all risks to zero throughout the project lifecycle. Answer: B. Continuously identifying problems, resolving them, and implementing process improvements. The continuous improvement domain in PMI ACP focuses on the ongoing process of learning and adapting to enhance product quality, team performance, and overall project processes. This includes regularly detecting problems or impediments, efficiently resolving them, and taking proactive steps to prevent recurrence through process adjustments and lessons learned. It's about getting incrementally better over time. Continuous improvement means always striving for better ways of working, not just fixing what's broken. 11, 20, 21, 22, 23. Question 19. An Agile team is having difficulty communicating effectively due to some members being co-located and others working remotely in different time zones. Which Agile principle suggests the most effective method for this communication challenge? A. Working software is the primary measure of progress. B. The most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within a development team is face-to-face conversation. C. Agile processes promote sustainable development. D. Simplicity, the art of maximizing the amount of work not done, is essential. Answer: B. The most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within a development team is face-to-face conversation. While complete co-location isn't always possible, the Agile principle of prioritizing face-to-face conversation highlights the importance of rich, immediate communication for effective collaboration. When teams are distributed, Agile recommends finding ways to simulate this, such as using high-bandwidth video conferencing, collaborative tools, and ensuring overlap in working hours to maximize direct interaction. The core idea is that direct, rich communication reduces misunderstandings and builds stronger team bonds. Even if you can't be in the same room, strive for the richest communication possible. 13. Question 20. The product owner is overwhelmed by the sheer number of ideas and requests for new features. What Agile technique can help the product owner manage and prioritize this large volume of potential work? A. Work breakdown structure, WBS. B. Earned value management, EVM. C. Moscow prioritization. D. Gantt chart. Answer: C. Moscow prioritization. Moscow, must have, should have, could have, want have, is an Agile prioritization technique that helps product owners categorize and prioritize requirements based on their importance and impact. It provides a clear framework for making decisions about what absolutely must be delivered, what is highly desirable, what would be nice to have, and what will not be included in the current scope, especially when faced with a large backlog of ideas. This technique aids in focusing on the highest value items. Prioritize ruthlessly to deliver what truly matters first. Question 21. What is the purpose of a retrospective in an Agile project? A. To demonstrate the completed increment to stakeholders. B. To reprioritize the product backlog for the next release. C. To inspect and adapt the team's process and working agreements. D. To estimate the effort for upcoming user stories. Answer: C. To inspect and adapt the team's process and working agreements. The retrospective is a key Agile event held at the end of each iteration or sprint. Its primary purpose is for the team to inspect how they worked, identify what went well, what could be improved, and then create a plan to implement those improvements in the next iteration. It's a dedicated time for continuous process improvement and self-organization within the team. Retrospectives are your dedicated time for team learning and process optimization. 22. Question 22. An Agile team has decided to implement a definition of ready for their user stories. What is the main benefit of having a clear definition of ready? A. It ensures that the product owner does not add new stories to the backlog during a sprint. B. It guarantees that all stories will be completed within the sprint. C. It ensures that user stories are sufficiently understood and prepared before being brought into a sprint. D. It dictates the exact technical solution for each user story. Answer: C. It ensures that user stories are sufficiently understood and prepared before being brought into a sprint. A definition of ready, DOR, is an optional but often beneficial agreement used by Agile teams to ensure that a user story or backlog item is well defined, clear, testable, and small enough to be taken into a sprint. It acts as a checklist to ensure stories are ready for development, preventing the team from starting work on vague or incomplete items, which can lead to delays and rework. Having a definition of ready helps set your team up for success before they even start coding. Question 23. An Agile team is facing a persistent technical impediment that requires specialized expertise not available within the team. What is the Scrum Master's most appropriate action? A. Attempt to solve the technical issue themselves. B. Document the impediment and bring it up at the next sprint retrospective. C. Facilitate finding the necessary external expertise or resources to remove the impediment. D. Reassign the task to another team member to see if they can figure it out. Answer: C. Facilitate finding the necessary external expertise or resources to remove the impediment. A core responsibility of the Scrum Master is to remove impediments that hinder the team's progress. If the team lacks the necessary expertise, the Scrum Master should not try to solve the technical issue themselves, unless they happen to have that specific technical skill, but rather act as a facilitator to quickly find and bring in the required external expertise or resources to help the team overcome the blockage. Your Scrum Master is your go-to for clearing obstacles, so you can focus on building. Question 24. What is the primary role of the product owner in an Agile project? A. To manage the development team and assign tasks. B. To lead the daily stand-up meetings. C. To maximize the value of the product resulting from the work of the development team. D. To resolve all technical issues that arise during a sprint. Answer: C. To maximize the value of the product resulting from the work of the development team. The product owner is the sole person responsible for managing the product backlog, which includes its content, order, and availability. Their primary goal is to maximize the value of the product by ensuring that the most important and valuable features are being built. This involves making tough decisions about what to include and what to defer, always with an eye on delivering the highest possible business value. The product owner is the compass, always pointing the team toward maximum value. Question 25. An Agile team is working on a complex project with high uncertainty. Which project life cycle approach is inherently favored by Agile methodologies? A. Predictive, waterfall. B. Iterative and incremental. C. Adaptive, Agile. D. Hybrid. Answer: C. Adaptive, Agile. Agile methodologies fundamentally align with an adaptive lifecycle approach, where requirements and solutions evolve through collaboration and iterative development. Unlike predictive, waterfall models that plan extensively upfront, adaptive approaches embrace uncertainty and change, allowing for continuous adjustment and learning based on feedback and new information. While iterative and incremental are components of Agile, adaptive best describes the overall philosophy of embracing change as the project progresses. Agile thrives on adaptation, making it ideal for navigating complex, uncertain projects.